Well, now, would you look at that? Picking up where we left off yesterday, we have the inside framed. Now here we are exposing the other side and we can actually see a live infestation of carpenter ants mixed with other smaller ants. So we have an infestation of two different kinds. Now this is abnormal. Usually one of the infestation of ants wanes off the other one, and there's just one. Anyway, in this video, we're going to rectify the issue. We're going to rip it all out and completely rebuild it for you guys. So first things first, we had to call in an exterminator to find out what exactly it is, what they have to do. We noticed there's a hole leaning into the basement. So we got to rip everything off. The exterminator said because it's carpenter ants, they have to set traps and spray, but to continue working on the existing area until they're able to do so. Their suggestion was just get some Raid and spray any big areas. Look, here you go. As you remove each layer of wood, you just see a bigger and bigger infestation. Look at the size of these carpenter ants coming out of the tunnels that they've chewed through this wood. This wood just flakes off. That's how serious they are. Now, when you're removing this, you always go past the part you see where you think it stops, and you go to wood that's even further past to ensure that you've got past the infestation. You're fixing all the wood. I'm framing it with pressure-treated wood, and then I'm putting sheathing on to match what is existing, although I'm using actual plywood sheathing and not particle board. Now, I got the existing 2x12 completely removed, and I'm going to install a new one. I'm going to do a bigger piece. I need to do an 8 and a 2x8 and a 2x6 because it's actually bigger than what they had existing. The sill plate was good and it was pressure treated, so we kept it intact. So now that we have our 2x8 and our 2x6 on edge, we're putting it back in and we're fastening it. This is our new rim board. And now you can see here we're using exterior grade screws and we're screwing on our sheathing. We're using 1/2-inch sheathing or CDX plywood to match what was existing. Now here's our ice and water shield. Ice and water shield is what's going to keep the water out. It's going to keep the pests and the termites and the carpenter ants out as well. Now we had to go through this wall to rectify it. So we're putting our sheetrock back on. We're then doing our 3 coats of joint compound, mud, spackle, whatever you like to call it. We then sand it, walk away, and now that it's all blended, it's ready to be painted. Now on the outside, here's our look. There's stone pushed back up against the ice and water shield. Thanks for watching.